Well, hello there. I wasn't expecting to make a video today, but plans just seem to change all the time, and that seems to be the norm. So here I am, and 'cause I have something to say. I have something to say, and this is more a fact-based video rather than just how I'm coping, kind of trying to stop myself from going mad. Because I think you should know this. I just feel that, we need to share what's going on around the world at the moment because it's important. So I was supposed to go out today because there's a letter I need to post, and you can't go to the post office here in France during lockdown. So what I was going to do, I was going to go to get my groceries and en route go to the post office. It's still opening, still working, but you can't just pop in there like that. It's not on the list, and we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to have to go out tomorrow morning because I had allergies today and I feel like crap. The pollen count is high and I've got hay fever. I know for the moment I am not sneezing, but let me tell you, my eyes feel like I've been swimming underwater for about an hour. Just touch wood that, I can make this video. So yeah, I decided that because I need to go tomorrow morning because the post office is closed in the afternoon on Saturday, I thought I'd get my forms filled out, well, my form, singular, filled out today as much as possible for tomorrow so that, it saves me time tomorrow morning because I'm not exactly a morning person. So that got me thinking, maybe I should share how all this works. So I'm going to show you the form. Here is said form. As you can see at the top, it's just saying basically what it is. There's a title to it, blah, 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 talking about an epidemic, even though it's a pandemic. But then governments are stupid, aren't they just? So you've got your name, your date of birth, where you were born, and where you live. Why they need to know where you were born and your date of birth, I do not know. But never mind. Maybe it's to check it against your ID, because you do need your ID on you. Because if you do not have your ID, if you do not have the right paperwork on you, then you're going to be in trouble. But I'll get on to that after we've talked about this. Now, after that, you've got a list of reasons why the French government says that you are allowed to be outside of your home. The first one is, if you cannot work from home, you are permitted to go to work, only you will need a form filled out by your boss as well as this, and this is just, you can only use these forms once. You're going to have to get that every single day. So obviously a lot of people aren't working. It's like a lot of hassle to go to every single bloody day, but hey. The second reason you can be out is to go and get things such as groceries or materials that you need in order to work. The third reason is in order to see a doctor or get treatment for whatever ails you. The third is for family reasons, to go and help vulnerable people, although I do believe that is a little counterproductive, because I thought we were supposed to be staying away from vulnerable people in case we infected them. Maybe the French government wants to get rid of the elderly and those with a compromised immune system. Who knows? Anyway, you're also allowed for child custody reasons to be away from your home. You also are permitted to exercise, but no further than 1 kilometre away from your home. You may be accompanied by your pet or by those who share a home with you, and nobody else. You are also allowed out if you have any dealings at court, whether it be as a jurist, on the jury, or if you've got court cases to deal with yourself. And then the last reason on the list is participation in missions of general interest on the demand of the administrative authority. So basically, if the government asks you to help out, you can do that. And then you have to mark where you are when you sign this, the date, what time you are going out, and the date and the time of the beginning of your outing are obligatory. You must put them here, and then you must sign them. And if you are going out with more than one, if there is another person with you, that person has to fill out a form as well and has to have their ID on them, obviously. But yeah, that is basically it. That is basically the form that you need to fill out. So that was the famous form. Now listen up, peeps. If you don't get the right form off the internet and you don't fill it out right and you don't have your ID with you, when the cops, come up to you, listen to what's going to happen to you. You do it once, you get €135 fine. Okay? If you don't pay your fine, it's going to go up to €375. So it starts off at 135, and if you don't pay, it will go up to 375. Excuse me, I'm reading off the government's official website right now. And if you do it twice in 15 days, €200, which can go up to 450 if you don't pay. But wait, if you do it 4 times in a month, in 30 days, you can go to prison for 6 months and be fined €3,750. So once, you're fined between 135 to 375. Twice, it's 200 to 450. 4 times, and you go to prison and you pay almost $4,000. Why are they talking in terms of 30 days? This quarantine is supposed to go on for another week and a half. This quarantine started off as being a 15-day quarantine and now has gone up until the 15th of April. So why are they talking in terms of months and fortnights? Because they know it's going to go on for longer. They know this is all planned, and if you don't think it was planned, then you must have been born yesterday. Let's be honest. Oh, but I'm fortunate. I have to say I'm very fortunate. And I'm going to touch some wood right now because I don't want to jinx it. Where I am, from what I hear, the people I know in the area, and from my personal experience, there aren't any controls. There don't seem to be any checkpoints. There are supposed to be fixed checkpoints and mobile checkpoints, and my son says it's because we're good, we're well behaved around here, that they're not checking on us. But from my personal experience, I have not seen a single checkpoint or been stopped. But I'm not risking it. I do fill out my forms, as I said in the beginning of the video. I do fill out my forms because I'm not risking that. But anyway, it is, as I've said a gazillion times before, an Orwellian dystopia in real life. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. I think it is important that we share what's going on around the world at this time, whilst we still can. And, feel free to let me know what's going on in your part of the world. Anyway, as they say in France, bon courage. And I'll speak to you soon. Love you. Bye.